Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर कर लिए.
Yes, sir.
Once again, good morning to one and all. And the one thing you listen that the important is the time factor, time management. Once again, I am repeating the same. The time management is very important. Some students 2 to 3 days back also joined in class 11th. They must have that problem with that the previous chapters, errors, dimensions, all these things, and that is their own responsible to how to control, how to manage that chapters. And if they will be in doubt, they may ask me also. It's a very important thing is that time management. Time management, what I'm telling time management, if the kinematics one is going on, you should complete from the all the angles that kinematics is completed. In your home also you should complete it. Suppose I am solving one or two questions here, and we have to follow the 1 is to 10 ratio. That means if I am solving one question, you have to solve 10 questions of similar type of 10 questions, because physics that nobody can tell you about that, nobody can fix you that this question you just prepare it and you will get the question in the different examination. No. And one thing is very important, that simultaneously all of you are preparing for board examination, that is the class examination, and for the competitive examination. In competitive examination, you will be finding the portion of class 11th also, 11th and 12th. And 11th is related to the class 12th also, because in class 12th, whenever you're going, that 11th fundamentals should be clear. Some students, what they do, they carelessly take the time, take the class 11th, they do not get prepared properly, and in 12 they get difficulties. So here, simple things, whatever you are knowing in the previous classes, just I would like to tell you that about that graphical representation of motion. You know from the previous classes, class 9th or 10th, you know how that motions can be represented by means of the graph. But in class 11th, you will be knowing more and more about that graphical representation. It feels that the graphical representation of motion is very easy, but it is also not so easy uh, to represent the motion, different types of motion by means of the graph. So particularly for the good students, they will collect the different types of graph, they will analyze the different type of graph, and immediately they can identify that which type of motion the body is having. Here in my classes, I would like to represent one thing is very important, because you know the fundamental things. I would like to give you some technical tricks, how to identify the graphs immediately, and how to identify the motion, nature of motion by seeing the graph. Everybody in the class 9th or class 10th, you know how to plot the graphs. In mathematics also, you are having the plotting of graphs. So let us discuss how the graphs are plotted. How the graphs are plotted. I am telling that how normally in mathematics, how we are plotting the graph, and what parameters are connected to the plotting of graphs. Then after we will discuss the xt graph, the position time graph, distance time graph, displacement time graph, and speed time graph, velocity time graph. Okay, and let us that compare that how it is plotted. Let me do this one now. And first of all, we will be dealing with the displacement time graph. Already on the schedule, already I told you the distance time graph or displacement time graph. First of all, You know that is told as the xt graph, xt graph, xt graph, and that is, or you can tell it as the position time graph, distance time graph, displacement time graph. If for one dimensional motion, that is you tell it a distance time graph, displacement time graph, uh, and what in the that is motion in a plane also, you will be using this graph also. Before that, you should know that what is that graph. How do you know? Because in the class lower classes, you must have plot the graph in this manner. Suppose if you are finding the equation x equal to kt, this is the one equation. Another time we are getting x equal to kt square. Another equation x equal to k by t square, like that. This equation, if you plot the graph, because whenever you are plotting the graph and the graph is plotted between the two quantities, here I am using the x and t are the quantity, x and t are the quantity, k is the constant. And that is the, if t is a variable one, depend t and x, because x is depending upon t. If t is varied, automatically x will be varied. If t is varied, x will be varied. So in motion, we are finding also two quantities, two variable quantities. One is the time, another is the distance. Another one is the time, velocity, time, acceleration. These quantities are variable quantities. And in between these two quantities, we have to plot the graph. And you know how it is plotting. But because if this type of graph, if you take x-axis, y-axis, you know it, that we have taken like that. This is the x-axis, we are taking x-axis, another is the y-axis, and that on y-axis we are using the dependent quantity. This is here will be the independent quantity, because x is depending upon t. So t is normally taken on x-axis, and x is taken on the y-axis. You know from the previous classes graph. And you have to take the different values of t, t equal to 1 second, t equal to 2 second, t equal to 3 second, and accordingly what will be the value for the x. And you plot the points coordinate like that, and you join all those coordinates and you get the graph. This process you know in the class, in the lower class. But here, because of you are of 11 students, if you look to the graph, simply look to the equation and you can decide the graph. What is the nature of the graph? How? I'm not drawing the xt graph, because this equation you will be finding in the class y equal to kx, y equal to kx square, y equal to k by x square. In this form, you have seen the equations and you have plotted the graphs. So here, if you look on this graph, what will be the nature? You just see it. The nature will be like that. If x equal to kt, no power is there, graph must be a straight line. If x equal to kt square, if you are finding kt square, so graph must be increasing one, because t 1 second, x equal to, suppose you take it as the 1. If t equal to 2 second, then x becomes 4. So no doubtly increases. The graph is kt square form. So graph must be like that. It will be increasing graph. Or you can tell it as here also. From this side also you can increasing. This side increasing. You just take it. If x equal to k by t square form, if x equal to k by t square form, so automatically graph is in that manner. Because the reciprocal of the power of that, this is the x equal to kt graph, x equal to kt square graph, x equal to 1 by t square graph. 1 by t square finding graph like that, it bends. And t square like that. And straight line, this is the t. This idea, by looking the equation, you can immediately identify the graph. Another thing you must be knowing in the graph, what is that? What the things is that? That we can talk about the slope. What is that slope? Slope means to tell, suppose if you think for this graph, I am just plotting the graph like that. So what is that slope? The slope may be confused. Actually, slope is the that is equal to tan theta. What is the theta? Theta is the angle of inclination. Theta is the angle of inclination. What is that angle of inclination? It is the angle made by the graph to the positive x-axis. Suppose if you talk about this point, I'm considering one point, this one. So you just draw the tangent, and that tangent is making angle theta with the x-axis. I'm discussing only about the graph. Theta with the x-axis, this point. So at this point, what will be the slope? The slope equal to tan theta. Slope equal to tan theta. So that is equal to tan theta means you can talk about at this point, if you take it, you draw the perpendicular, tan theta equal to P by B. This is the P and this is the B. That is the tan theta. If you come here what happens up? If you plot the graph tangent, the tangent is like that, and the slope is this angle. This is the angle of inclination, and slope will be this by. Means by seeing the angle, you can identify in first case angle was small, in second case angle gradually increasing, third case you can get the increasing slope. So this type of graph is having the increasing slope. If the graph will be like that, that is the decreasing slope. And if the graph is a straight line, that is the constant slope, but at every point here you get this angle, here you get this angle, here you get this angle. The angle is constant, so graph is having the constant slope. So I just gave you the idea about how the plots graphs are represented by seeing the equation and what is the role of the slope of the graph. Slope of the graph. If the slope gradually increasing means the quantity is increasing. So in this case, what happens? The S increases rapidly. X, the slope, this is the X and T, and then what the quantity will get it, we'll discuss in XT graph, whenever you will be discussing the XT graph. I think you must get the ideas about the plotting of about the graph. And in this way, already we know how the plots are how the graphs are plotted, and how to identify the nature of the graph by seeing the equation and what is the role of the slope. Now we have to discuss the XT graph, because I know from the class 9 or class 10, many of you are in the confusion of plotting the graph. That confusion should be cleared in class 11. What is that XT graph? What is the XT graph? If the distance, or you can tell as the position also, position, distance, displacement, and these three are within that XT graph. If the distance or displacement are taken on y-axis and time is taken on x-axis, the graphs obtained is called XT graph. The graphs obtained is called XT graph. Just you write. If the distance oblique displacement is taken on y-axis and time is taken x-axis, the graph so obtained is called XT graph. Distance time graph or displacement time graph and position time graph. Because you know that is what is distance, displacement, position, you know all these things, that is why you can tell the XT graph. So by means of the XT graph, we have to represent the different nature of the motion. XT graph, nature of the motion. First of all, in the first, on the star you can write the slope of the XT graph. The slope of the XT graph represents the speed, or you can tell the velocity. If it will be the displacement, velocity. Yeah? XT will be displacement time graph, velocity. If XT will be the distance time graph, then speed. The slope of the XT graph represents the speed. Clear? ये दो, one thing that you have to remember it. So let us think for the different types of motion. Whatever type of motion, if you think it. Suppose first of all, I can take the object is at rest. First cases I am taking, object is at rest. Object at rest. If how you are observing the object at rest? Xt graph. This is the x. This is the t. In which case object will be at rest? Time is increasing. Suppose if you are observing
Sir, a
t equal to
straight line.
0, after 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, time is increasing, time is going on, but I am finding the displacement or distance from a particular position, from a particular reference point remains the same. If you observe your table in your home, and now you find the distance from you to the table is 10 meters, after 10 seconds also you'll finding the 10 meter. After 20 seconds also you'll finding the 10 meter. So in this manner, if the t is increasing gradually, and you are finding the distance position is the same. When t equal to 1 second, you are finding this position. T equal to 2 second, you are finding this position. T, this position. And in this manner, you are finding the graph. So E graph becomes a straight line parallel to time axis. So here one condition, okay. If the graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis, when the graph is a straight line parallel to time axis, is represents the object, the body is at rest. If the graph is a straight line, this is actually xt graph. This is the xt graph. It's a straight line parallel to time axis. If you first thing, if you are understanding, immediately you can do it. Suppose second case is, if the object moves with uniform, what does the graph? We can draw the different varieties of graph. Suppose I am finding this one. First of all, I told you that situation of the motion. Then I plotted the graph. Here now I am plotting the graph. You just identify what type of graph it is. If the graph is a straight line, what you are observing? If the graph is a straight line, this means when t
Uniform
equal to
speed.
0, that is uniform. Anybody can tell?
Uniform speed.
Uniform
Uniform
motion.
Uniform
speed.
speed.
Very good. T equal to 1, T equal to 2, T
Uniform.
equal to 3. Uniform speed. But why I have taken this point? This point means what does it indicate? So this
Instantaneous
already
acceleration that it
It
remains at
also
rest
has
for
some initial velocity.
remains at rest. Somebody told remains at rest. Who told the remains at rest? T equal to 0 means remains at rest.
sir,
Some
I
bole. The t equal to 0 means remains at rest. Because whenever t equal to 0, already it has traveled the distance x naught. We are telling the x naught distance already traveled. T equal to 0, we are finding the point because the x graph, xt graph, already it is having the distance. When t is increasing and we are finding the distance, t is put, that is finding the distance. That is also told as the position time graph. This not remains at rest. If it will be remains at rest, then we should start from here. T equal to 0, position is 0. Here we can tell it. Here you can starting from rest. Graph should be started from the origin. Already here I have not plotted the graph starting from the origin because already it has traveled. Suppose whenever here t equal to 0, already x naught, already distance traveled, then when time t is increasing, that is you are finding this graph. So this graph indicates the object. If the what is the nature of the graph? If the graph is a straight line, if the simply write, you write very fastly. If the graph is a straight line making a positive slope, making a slope with the making positive slope, simple लिख सकते by inclined to the positive x-axis. If the graph is a straight line inclined to the x-axis, it represents the object is moving with uniform speed. The object is moving with uniform speed. What is the slope of this graph? Slope of the graph indicates your speed, or you can tell it the velocity also. you can take the slope. Suppose slope, how you can take the slope? You must be thinking, sir, angle, you have to search for the angle. This is the angle actually. You don't search for this one. Suppose this is one point, you take it, and this is another point, you take it, and this is the t1 time, this is the t2 time, and this position equal to x1, this position equal to x2. If you make it like that, you can get the slope here. This is the theta. So tan theta will be equal to, and this part will be the x2 minus x1, and this part will be the t2 minus t1. So you can take the tan theta equal to x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1. That gives you the speed, or you talk about the velocity. If it is one-dimensional motion, direction is not changed, so you can use for the velocity also. This means we are getting, if the graph is a straight line inclined to the x-axis, positive x-axis, in this case the object moves with uniform speed or uniform velocity. Clear? All of it clear? Another thing is that if you talk about the graph is like that, if you are finding the graph, if the graph is in this manner, if you are finding the graph, just analyze it. That is the x, third case is, and that is t. So just to analyze, whenever t equal to 0, whenever the starting instant t equal to 0, and you are having the x naught distance already traveled, and as the time increasing, the distance also increases. As the time increasing, the distance also increases. So what type of cases it will be now? What type of the cases you are finding? Or anybody can tell me what type of cases you are finding here?
So non-uniform speed,
Acceleration.
Not
acceleration type.
Acceleration.
don't get confused. From the xt graph, we will be finding the in xt graph you will be finding only the, if you take the slope, you can get the speed or velocity. You can get the velocity here. That means at every point, if you take it, you draw the tangent, slope increases. So this indicates the increasing velocity. This indicates the increasing velocity. The velocity is increasing. So this is possible whenever the x is directly proportional to t square graph. Already I discussed. X is directly proportional to t square graph. X is directly proportional to t square, or you can tell it as the x equal to kt square. So this indicates the speed or the velocity increases. Increasing velocity. Okay. Again, analyze karo. You just differentiate karo. That is v equal to how much it will be, dx upon dt equal to 2 kt. Means the velocity is depending upon the t. T increases, v increases. T increases, v increases. Again, you differentiate karo. Acceleration. So dv by dt, you are finding dv by dt, and that is equal to 2k. That means whenever t increasing, acceleration remains constant. Acceleration remains constant. Dekho, what I am telling, xt graph represents the velocity. ध्यान देना, xt graph represents the velocity only. So here, if the question will be coming, if the slope is increasing, that indicates the velocity increases. So this graph indicates the increasing velocity by equal amount. Suppose if the graph is having the increasing velocity, that means automatically it is accelerating. And if you plot the graph, you are finding the acceleration is constant. So this graph simply write, as the slope is increasing, in position time graph, the graph indicates the increasing velocity. Increasing velocity. And hence acceleration increasing, constant acceleration. And we'll get this is the representation of constant acceleration. Right, that you will be getting difficulties whenever that you will switch off from xt graph to at graph, xt graph to vt graph, like that. So this nature of motion is the body is having increasing velocity, the body is having constant acceleration. If you are finding this type of graph, another type of graph, you will be finding just I would like to tell you another sense. If it is having the reverse, that will be the decreasing graph. If the slope falls down, what will be the graph? Xt graph, and the slope falls down. If it is like that, another will be like that. Suppose if I am telling like that, if the slope falls down, in that gives the idea about the decreasing velocity, or the speed decreases, velocity decreases, and clear, huh? That is also you can get the negative acceleration. Huh? In Pahla cases, it was the positive acceleration. In this case, will be finding the negative acceleration. Huh? It is negative acceleration retardation. Again, I think xt graph, you shouldn't be confused. Again, I am making with that another type of graph. You should note down it clearly, because velocity time graph, it is to be discussed more and more about that one. Suppose I am taking the graph like that. You can send the message, huh? Because your message is coming with the name. I will identify. Suppose it is x and t, and the graph is a straight line. If you like that. To whom I am asking also, I am telling the name, that he will tell me what will be the nature of the motion in this graph. Somebody to tell from the, I am telling from that S group. S group में Shivani. Shivani, just tell me what will be the nature of the motion of this graph. Shivani. Shivani absent. Sneha Ghosh. Suramya.
Yes, sir.
What happens? You are finding very less ties. So what will be the nature of the graph? Nature of the motion? If the graph is plotted like that, because xt graph we can plot in any ways. So what will be the nature of the motion?
Sir,
And
uniformly accelerating.
Distance. This is the distance, this is the time.
Yes,
Distance
sir.
and time. Just you analyze, you discuss the graph. At a particular time equal to 10 seconds, and the position of the object changes continuously. Is it possible that exactly at
No, sir.
8:15,
Sir, this graph is not possible.
Sir, it is
possible?
not possible.
Why not possible? Because at 8:15 we cannot attend all the classes, no? You cannot attend physics class, chemistry class, biology class. And at a particular time, you can eat food, and you can go to the market, and you can go to civic center. Is it possible? No, no. So this graph is not possible.
No.
Distance time graph is not possible. So again, is this type of graph, just to analyze it. I am plotting that I think distance time graph like that, distance time graph. So somebody should tell me immediately. You give the response. Jagriti Jain. Harshita Naik.
Yes.
Dibya. Harshita. Who is responding? Harshita or Dibya? Aditya.
Sir, my voice is coming.
Coming. From my side, it is okay. You, the people, are not finding me, I think. क्योंकि फिजिक्स से डर के सब भागना के मूड में मत रहो. Just tell me.
Sir, it's
What will be the
not
rate?
possible.
Why? Analyze it. Because of at a particular time.
Sir, it represents the height and speed motion. At that particular time, it is not possible.
No, as the time is increasing, the distance reduces. It is not possible. If it would be the displacement, it is possible. This is not possible. Very good. This is not possible. Another thing is, if the graph is like that, distance time graph, I am plotting the distance time graph. Distance time graph, if the graph is like that, what will happen? Is it possible?
No, sir. Because time
No, it is not
no,
possible. Eh? At a particular
Not
time, we will be having the two different positions. At a particular time, it will have the two different positions, not possible. So I think from the XT graph, you get some ideas. And do you find some ideas about that XT graph? And we will be discussing more about that XT graph after the velocity time graph. Clear? Abhi now, you compare that velocity time graph. What is that velocity time graph? What the velocity time graph represents? First of all, that is velocity time graph. What is the velocity time graph? Or you can use for the speed time graph. Velocity time graph and speed time graph. Velocity time graph, we can tell the VT graph. Isliye that I am writing only the VT graph. You can think for the either speed time graph, velocity time graph. In some cases, the VT graph, that is velocity time graph and speed time graph will be different. So speedily also do it. What does the acceleration, what the VT graph? Suppose in first case, the V is taken on the y-axis and T is taken on the x-axis. That is the V. And you must be knowing, and one case I can do it. If the graph is a straight line parallel to time axis, you just tell me. If the graph is a straight line parallel to time axis, what it represents? Time
Sir,
is
zero
increasing.
rest.
Huh?
uniform velocity.
Just
Sir,
Rest
zero
में
acceleration,
rest
uniform velocity.
rest में
Sir, velocity is
rest
constant.
में sir
Sir, constant motion.
Sir, velocity is constant.
like how many you are telling
Yes,
that?
sir.
Somebody is telling zero acceleration, and somebody told the constant
sir.
motion. Constant motion. Somebody tells uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. Like that, somebody is telling. So whenever the VT graph is that, whenever you are finding the VT graph, just people, you just remember it. Whenever you are finding the VT graph, always you think that the slope of the VT graph indicates the acceleration. The slope of the VT graph indicates the acceleration. Important point you have to write. The slope of the VT graph indicates the acceleration. And second point is that area under VT graph, which time axis represents the displacement. If it is the velocity time graph displacement, or if it is speed time graph distance. In those points you have to write it. One is the slope of the VT graph represents the acceleration, and the area under VT graph, which time axis represents the distance or displacement. That depends upon what V you have taken. Either you have taken the speed or you have taken the velocity. Clear? This graph, in terms of acceleration, you tell it. In terms of acceleration, you can tell A equal to 0. Or in terms of velocity, if you talk about, V equal to constant. V equal to constant means A equal to 0. V equal to constant. And somebody told that uniform motion. Do you know the uniform motion? Uniform motion means whenever the body is having the constant velocity. All the three are the correct. But you tell it in form of the acceleration. Because you will be acquainted with the velocity time graph means acceleration. If the graph is like a straight line, the graph is like a straight line. What does it indicate? This is the
Uniform
Uniform
acceleration.
acceleration.
uniform acceleration. It is starting from rest. No. Because
No.
whenever t equal to 0, it is having certain velocity. It is having certain velocity. That thing t equal to 0, why you are taking it? Just to take it carefully. Suppose the train is coming from Nagpur to Bilaspur, I am telling. You want to get into the train at Durg. So whenever you are entering into the train at Durg, so here you consider t equal to 0. So t equal to 0 means it doesn't mean the train was at rest. The train is moving from the Nagpur. So whenever t equal to 0, whenever you are getting into the train at Durg, there the velocity is the initial velocity. We consider that is the initial velocity, initial speed of the train. इसलिए t equal to 0 means don't take it as it is at rest or starting from rest. Starting from rest means that when t equal to 0 means that is v equal to 0. So in this case that indicates that is a v and t, no doubtly you must be understanding that is a is constant. A is constant. Clear? बहुत अच्छे. अब if the graph is a increasing graph, v equal to t square type of graph. If the graph is an increasing one, what does it indicate? Vt. If the graph is an increasing one, like that, if you are finding, the graph is like that you are finding. So as the time is increasing, velocity also increasing. Anybody can tell me? If somebody is telling, others should stop.
Increasing acceleration.
Which type of acceleration? Because slope is increasing. Slope increasing मतलब acceleration increases. A increases. मतलब increasing acceleration. Immediately you are identifying. If the slope is graph like that, if the graph is a downfall graph, suppose if you are taking like that graph, the slope is v and t graph, the acceleration is decreasing, a decreasing. Immediately you are identifying.
Retardation.
Retardation.
No, who is you?
Retardation.
नहीं, बेटा, a is decreasing. Retardation. Don't use the word retardation here. Here is the acceleration, constant acceleration. Yeah, here you are getting the increasing acceleration. Retardation is nothing but the negative acceleration. Acceleration is the positive acceleration, negative acceleration. और धीरे 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 तुम कीचड़ में घुसने जा रहे हैं, अभी गड़बड़ करोगे. अभी क्या ना, retardation and acceleration. Acceleration is the positive acceleration. Suppose this is the positive acceleration. How? Suppose the vehicle is having the velocity 10 meter per second. As the time increasing, the velocity increases 10 meter per second, again 20 meter per second, again 30 meter per second, again 40 meter per second. In this case, the velocity increases positively. बढ़ते जा रहा है velocity. So in this case, we tell that acceleration is positive. But another example I am taking. If the velocity of the body was 40 meter per second, you put the brake, so 40 meter per second, 30 meter per second, 20 meter per second, then 10 meter per second. In this manner, but uniformly as it is decreasing the velocity, so that is called the negative acceleration. And this is nothing but the retardation. That is nothing but the retardation. And retardation, negative acceleration. In this case, the slope was positive. So another graph, the slope becomes negative. This is the slope becomes negative. That is the VT graph. That is VT graph. Slope becomes negative. Slope negative, how it is becoming? Because this is the more than 90 degree. The slope is more than 90 degree. Here the case is slope is negative. So A is negative. That is retardation. The negative acceleration is called the retardation. Retardation. That is increasing and decreasing acceleration. We are talking about the increasing and decreasing acceleration. Increasing, decreasing acceleration is not but the uniform rate. If the acceleration increases by uniform rate, that is, we tell simply normally acceleration, or it is told as a positive acceleration. If the acceleration is decreasing by uniform rate, I'm using the word uniform rate, that is the retardation, or that is the negative acceleration. Retardation. Here simply you have to use the acceleration increasing and acceleration decreasing. So totally you should not confused. Totally you should not confused. Listen, now that I would like to, I think, give you some ideas how that xt graph, vt graph and at graph. What is that at graph? If the acceleration is taken on y-axis and time is taken on the x-axis, the graphs obtained is called the at graph. The graphs obtained is called the at graph. So how that graph from at graph, st graph, vt graph and at graph, how we can find the relations? If I tell some AT graph, if I tell to convert it to the ST graph to VT graph, then you will be finding some difficulties. Do you want some tricks to calculate, to convert it from ST to VT, VT to AT? Do you want
Yes, sir.
immediately?
Yes, sir.
Immediately, if you look in the graph, immediately you can plot it. So that I'm giving you the some tricks just to simply remember it. The graph plot karo. This is the one graph like that. XT, VT, and AT. Listen, if the XT graph is like this, if you want to convert it into VT graph will be like that. If the VT graph is like that, if you want to convert it into AT graph, that will be like that. If XT graph is like that, and VT graph, immediately by seeing the VT graph will be like that. If you are finding the VT graph this one, then you can get the AT graph. If you find the VT graph, XT graph is like that, then VT graph will be like that. Simple system. If it is XT graph, next niche, what will be the bit? XT to VT, VT to AT. For example, I am telling you, for example, suppose I am drawing the XT graph. XT graph, this is the XT graph. That is the increasing velocity. I am plotting like that graph. And you know this is the increasing velocity. So this is XT graph. If you want to convert it into VT graph, so VT graph, immediately it will be like that. If you find out the, what happened, Ayushi Chatterjee? If XT graph is like that, and if you want to convert it into VT graph will be like that. If you want to convert it into the AT graph, the AT graph will be like that. समझ पा रहे देखो clearly देखो.
Sir,
If you want to
that
convert
side is not visible.
That's right. Now you are visible. Now you find it.
No, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Now
Yes,
it's
sir. Okay.
देखो, if this is the graph, दिव्या है, दिव्या present है, दिव्या you are present.
Yes, sir.
You understand this one? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
If XT graph is like that, if you want to convert it to VT graph directly, you can, whenever you find the directly. If the VT graph is like that, suppose any example you take it, कोई भी example you can take it. Suppose, for example, I am telling it, if the graph is like that, suppose it is moving in this manner, again it is in this manner. If it is graph is moving. So if you want to convert it into the VT, so this part will be like that VT. If this is XT graph, if XT graph is like that, the VT will be like that. Graph converted. So this is simply, and XT graph, this type of graph you are finding, and it will be converted like that. If this is the straight line inclined, if this is the straight line inclined XT graph, the next VT graph will be like that. And what will be the AT graph? If you want to find out to convert it into AT graph, if this is straight line, it is like that, AT graph. If it will be straight in VT, if straight in VT, then AT will be coming directly from here to here to here. You can get the AT this on the axis. T equal to 0 means on the axis. The AT graph will be like and like. So first of all, you practice more and more, and just apply this trick to how to convert from easily. You can. It's a very interesting thing is that easily you can convert it. Suppose if the VT graph is there, VT graph is a straight. Suppose you just touch it the VT graph straight, and what will be the AT graph, XT graph? XT graph convert करना है, so immediately XT graph. So from here to here, whatever the graph, you just point it, XT, VT, नीचे नीचे तरफ you can get the XT, VT and AT. In this manner, you can solve the complicated graph conversion from one point to another point, XT, VT and AT. XT to VT, VT to AT, you can convert the complicated graphs. In the next class, I will discuss, I will produce some complicated graphs and how to convert it immediately. I will show you in the next class. Okay. And thank you very much. And all of you, please log out. Huh? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.